Stage 10, Matosinhos to Labruge, June 3rd, 2024. Song of the Day, La Bamba by Los Lobos. Quote of the day, consciousness on your heart and on your body. You take something with you. Hopefully, you leave something good behind. By Anthony Bourdain. Giggle of the day, never confide in a vacuum cleaner. They're always collecting dirt. Today's distance, 11 miles, 18 kilometers. Total time walking, 5 hours and 20 minutes. Total steps, 25,868. We left Matosinhos bright and early at 7:30 a.m. No breakfast, just some Nespresso coffee from our room. The 4-point Sheraton room was very nice. As per usual, we hugged the waterfront initially, then proceeded more inland to cross the Ponte Movell de Leca Bridge. This is a working drawbridge. You can see some of the big ships that pass through. After the bridge, we stopped for a cappuccino and croissant. They were very nice to us there. We even got to use their bathrooms. Then we headed back toward the coast. Our next bucket listed item was the Farol de Leca. The Leca Lighthouse, also known as the Farol de Boa Nova, is the second tallest lighthouse in Portugal at 151 feet. Soon after the lighthouse, we arrived at the Capela Boa Nova. This chapel, invoking St. John, was for many years linked to the Franciscan hermits. There has been a church located on these grounds since the 1300s. Next up was lots of boardwalk. Teresa had to take great care to keep her rubber pole tips from getting dislodged. We passed a nice restaurant, Pee No More, but continued on as none of us needed to go. Less than a kilometer later was the Obelisk of Praia de Memoria, also referred to as the Obelisk of Memory. It was here that was a landing in July of 1832 of 7,500 men with the aim of establishing a modern and liberal regime in the country. The choice of location caught the absolutist army by surprise as it expected an attack on Lisbon, meaning the defense of the north had been unguarded. After disembarking at this point, the so-called liberating army headed to Porto, where it entered without problems on July 9th and where it resisted heroically for a year during the siege of Porto. This obelisk was erected to commemorate this event. All this history was making us hungry, so we stopped for a walk on the beach, got our feet wet, and then had a nice lunch at the Paradise Restaurant and Petiscos, meaning snacks, in Lavra. Excellent cream of vegetable soup here. A few kilometers north, we saw the Roman salt tanks. These tanks are replicas of the 3rd and 4th century structures used for salting and processing fish. Our last adventure of the day was crossing a cool wooden and lighted bridge at the Falls do Rio Onda. We arrived at our abode for the night, Smiling Places. Our hostess, Elizabeth, is everything the reviews described her as. She welcomed us with a hearty smile, a hug, and a much-needed cold beer. We loved our garden room. We had our final meal with Chris and Zach as they depart tomorrow for Porto and then back to the USA. We ate dinner at the Nuovo Roma restaurant at the beach with nice beach views, good spaghetti and vegetable soup, and a beautiful sunset.